Overthinking. No, overthinking isn't a recognized mental health condition, but it can be a symptom of depression or anxiety. And when we talk about depression or anxiety, does it add anything to you? Does it improve things? No or yes? I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Insight. Thank you all for always joining the show. Thank you for always sharing the show. Thank you for always referring people to watch my show. Thank you for the comments always. And thank you for the thumbs up. You all are the real MVP. My name is Olasumbo and I am very sure my face is very, very familiar to you all. Thank you once again for joining the show. And today's topic of my show tonight is overthinking. Overthinking. And I would want to ask this question: is there anyone who does not overthink? I know people think, but is there anyone that does not overthink? That would be my first question for today. So I would need your reply, your answer in the comment section. So overthinking can affect how you experience and engage the world around you, how you experience and engage the world around you, preventing you from enjoying the present moment and draining you of the energy to be applied in the future. That is what overthinking does. It prevents you from enjoying the present and it drains you the energy to be applied into the future. You know, the energy you're meant to apply into the future, you're already using it to stress yourself, you're already thinking too much, you're already bothered. See, the phobia, you're already scared, and why do you have to be scared? See, being scared won't improve things, it won't make things change, it won't improve things, it would rather make things worse. I'm talking about overthinking. Overthinking is a very bad thing. It is not a good thing. Some people, they've called them, they refer to themselves as overthinkers. You see someone tweet or you see a meme and you say, okay, overthinker are smart people. No, if you see people referring to themselves as overthinker, no, it is not something really cool. It's not something really cool. And I believe it's an habit everyone should drop. There was a time I was overthinking regarding something. Why was I overthinking regarding it? I once had an experience which wasn't a good experience either. It was a bad experience. And then anytime I remember the previous experience I had, I was always like, I was always afraid. I was always bothered. I was always disturbed. And then I wasn't even enjoying what was happening anymore. I wasn't even enjoying the present. I would always think, so it got to a time whereby I had to like open up to a friend, and the friend was like, see, if you keep thinking like this, you won't even enjoy yourself, and you will use your own head to ruin these things. You will use your own hands to even ruin the future. I just sat myself down and I was like, simple, do you really, really, really want to ruin things this way? Do you really want things to go this way? Don't you want it to improve at all? And I was like, Sumbo, please, whatever outcome you see from this, please accept the fact that okay, God doesn't want it or God wants it. You understand? So I just like, let me even enjoy. Let me enjoy now. I can't come and kill myself. Eh? So overthinking is when you dwell or worry about the same thought repeatedly. And people who overthink can be paralyzed by their worries and may struggle to make decisions or take action. People who overthink a lot can be paralyzed by their worries and may struggle to make decisions or take actions, because you see the word worry, that five-letter word, oh my god, it can do hmm, it can harm you than you ever imagined. That's just the fact. And what are the signs for you to know that you're overthinking? What are the signs that you are overthinking? The first sign is that you find meaning to everything. You find meaning. When a person tells you something or when someone tells you something, you would always refer it to the good side. You find meaning, you find the good meaning to it, the positive meaning to it, and then you find the negative meaning to it. Life is not like that. Hey, you cannot have to kill yourself before rapture. Just take things easy, take a deep breath and be calm. So you tend to find meaning to everything. You having a negative meaning, you having a positive meaning, and then when you think about those positive meaning, you do not dwell in it. It is that negative meaning you dwell in, which won't improve things at all. Also, you think more than you do. You're always thinking, be like, what would happen now? How will this thing happen? Hey, God, don't shame me. You don't have to think so much. You think more than you do. It's a sign. When you think more than you do, it's a sign that you're overthinking. And also imagining worse scenarios and worrying about them. One thing you need to do in this life is you need to conquer your fears. You need to confront your fears and then know how strong you are. Know how bold you are. When you tend to imagine worst scenarios and worrying about these worst scenarios, it won't do you any good. It will rather collapse things. It would rather destroy things. So why do you have to overthink so much? It won't even make you enjoy the present. If you can't enjoy the present and you keep thinking about the previous day, or you keep thinking about the past, and then you're worrying yourself about the future, it won't do you any good. And how can an overthinker change his or herself? Today is the this is the answer of today's show. How can an overthinker change his or herself? Something about overthinking is that it's an emotional and mental thing. It is connected to our emotions and our mental health. So prolonged overthinking can lead to a lot of issues in future, and it can be harmful to you. Thinking alone, not even overthinking, causes strokes or partial stroke or stuff like that. It would cause harm, not to now talk of overthinking. You just want your BP to increase. This life sweet. This life sweet. I don't want to talk much about that. So how can an overthinker change his or herself? The first thing you need to do is write down what you feel. If you are able to like write down the things you feel, see, we are no longer in an era whereby we say a problem shared is half solved. Some people do not believe in it, while some people believe in it. It works for some people and it does not work for some people. So you need to write down what you feel. If you are feeling bad about it, write it down. That thing you are feeling, that thing you are scared of, write it down, jot it down. And then when you are bothered about it, you go through it, you read it again. So it's not until you carry everything on your mind. Sometimes you need to transfer it to a sheet of paper. You need to transfer it into a jotter. So write it down and then just express yourself. Write down how you feel. Write down what you feel. Next is try to talk and question yourself. Take for instance, now I am worrying myself regarding something. I'll be like, oh, I ask myself, Sumbo, can you do it? I can do it. And even if I've never done it, I'll be like, even if I'm scared, I'll ask myself, but you can give it a try. And give it a try. Talk to yourself and ask yourself questions rather than overthink. Like, it won't do you any good. Like, I need to say this over and over again so that people that are overthinking would know how bad it is. Lastly, don't think of things you can't change. It is not everything you can change. It is not every of your behaviors you can change. It is not every result you can change. See, you cannot determine some results. For some results, you need to do your best and leave the rest. Not until you put everything on your head and be like, oh my God. No, don't think of things you can't change. Rather think of things you can change. Rather think of things you can make impact with. And that is how to get over overthinking. Guys, if you are watching this video and you know you overthink a lot, please, this video is for you. And in case you know someone who overthinks, please help me share this video so that they can learn from it. And that will be all on today's episode of Insight. Thank you so much for joining the show, guys. I remain your humble host, Olasumbo Akinola. I'm wishing you a wonderful week. Bye.